He is the smartest CEO in America. He's also the most humble. He is brilliant. He's totally team-oriented. I wish he were here right now. He would fit in with our group. He is just an incredible person. This stock has not acted well after reports. There is always someone who sees some sort of data point they don't like or says, you know what, as long as the ARM deal is hanging out there, it's not going to do well, or that it's now being inflated by crypto. I think they'll be very good about explaining how crypto is not important. But I have to tell you, Ray Trace is incredible what he's done with video games. Even Ryan Cohen, another icon of a whole group of people on Reddit, will have to recognize that Nvidia is the reason why people want to play video games at this next level. Steph, I got to ask you something, because you know this. When you just saw all the buys, right? You saw 29 buys. You know that one of those people is going to lower the boom on you, no matter how great the quarter is.
I know. And look, I used to own it, and it's had a nice run, up 100%. And as I mentioned earlier, I think on a relative basis, I prefer other names that I can trust the valuation, I can trust my modeling and all that. So it would be Broadcom, as we mentioned before, NXPI and Lam for sure, the three largest for me. But there's nothing wrong with Nvidia other than the valuation, right? And so it's a little vulnerable to big swings on the result. But you said it. I mean, it's gaming, it's data center, it's all the M&A that he has done to really build an empire. And oh, by the way, I think their auto exposure is very underappreciated as well. So this is exactly the kind of name that if I saw this come down 10, 15, maybe 20%, this one I absolutely would buy back.
So
there you go.
I don't want it to get lost, too, a name that Farmer Jim threw out earlier that he owns, and I'd like your take on it, Cramer, is Qualcomm. Right?
Qualcomm is so overdone now on the sell side. I mean, I thought that the fabless was worth maybe 30 points of decline. I never thought it would go down 50. I just think that it's at a certain level. You just got to say, I will buy some Qualcomm. I want to go back to one that we talked about earlier today, which is Lam Research. In many ways, this, of course, is the engine. You need Lam, you need KLA 10 core in order to be able to eliminate the shortage. And Lam was down at earlier point today, and that was your chance. And I think Lam is now Tim Archer. He's so good, off to the races. I want to reiterate, NXP, please. Let our auto companies have the chips. I don't know where you're sending them, but NXP is a stock that's going to go to 200, but not with me. Not until they give Ford and GM the chips they need.